Hey, Jody. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Transwest. My name is Katie O'Neill, and today I will be taking you on a tour through a used 2020 Verona. This is a 36 VSB, and I have a particular affinity for this coach. It's exactly the same type of RV that I drive. Today, you can reach me at 303-562-8659 with any questions. Again, 303-562-8659. You're also welcome to email me. Please do note that this RV is currently not listed online. We just took it in, so this is really fresh inventory, which is why I'm so excited to show it to you. Of course, it's pretty new, so we expect it to be in great condition, and it is. One little thing I wanted to mention to you, in case you didn't see it coming in, when we were panning around for that live shot, the awning came in, and that was from the wind sensor. I didn't actually put it in. It was kind of cool. We don't normally get those kind of live moments like that, but it's a little breezy. We've got a snowstorm coming in this afternoon, so I just thought that was kind of neat. We're on stock number 5U201521, again 5U201521, and we're going to start from the back. So a few things about this RV that I absolutely love. I love the size of the bedroom. This is a really spacious, beautiful place. As you can see, we've got this king bed. It's funny, I always struggle to remember the names. This is the iRelax. You can tell because there's no sheets and there is no bedding on this bed. You will need to provide your own bedspread and pillows and coverings. But you've got a really nice backdrop to start off with. We've got, a lovely beige color in here called cappuccino. I love these solid wood surfaces that you see here. This is really a reflection of the true quality of Renegade. The Amish do an amazing job with our cabinets. We do have reading lights here above the bed, as well as light controls for the rest of the coach right here. And lots of over bed storage for things like reading books, anything that you might want to keep. CPAP machine if you needed to do that. There are outlets here at your nightstand. You've got both USB charging ports as well as a 110, so if you do have a CPAP machine or anything that you need, you can plug it in right here. I love the cross ventilation. These windows are kind of cool. They are really you just use two fingers to pull them up and to close them. They're really easy. You have your MCD shades and your day shades both back here. It does get very dark in this cabin. If you're curious, I get to camp in this RV all the time, so I feel kind of like I can give you a little more real feedback. I love the space in this RV. One of the things that we purchased it for was because it had so many great places for hanging wardrobe stuff. So we actually have one for me, one for my boyfriend, and the kids get to share one. This is a removable shelf here. So if you had something long that you wanted to keep in this, you could actually use it as a closet as well. And we usually use this one to keep our bedding and pillows in. Now, as we go through this RV, I'm going to point out there's two little dings on this RV that I'd like you to note. There's a little bit of a ding here on the cabinet, and I don't want anyone to have surprises. We can talk about getting another door for you, but currently, if you were to come out and see this RV tomorrow, no surprises, full disclosure. This coach is in phenomenal condition, but every once in a while, it looks like something long got left out. Maybe the slide got pushed into it, but just a guess. An emergency escape hatch right here, along with your Samsung television. We do have Blu-ray players throughout the RV, so you do have your own place to watch movies. This RV does come with a in-motion satellite dish as well, which as far as we know is operational. You would need to bring your own receivers. We use this little cabinet here all the time for things like hiking boots, just those bigger items that you want to put in there. And then these drawers are really amazing. So you've got 6 really nice drawers, and these other 4 allow you to have, in our case, 1 for each member of the family. So really great storage available here. As you can see, they're all soft close. This coach is really, to be honest with you, very clean smelling. It's like new condition. As you can also note, there is lighting, which is pretty clever in all of these closets here. So we really like this. And then the other thing that I really like about this RV is, I'm going to go ahead and go in this bathroom area. This is a mid-bath. This is a 36-foot RV, so really good for getting into lots of different places. But what I like about it is that I can close this door right here, and I can also close the door behind Jody, and I can be in my own private, oh, sorry. This is how Renegade does stuff. It's just real simple. No fancy latches, just a nice snap, you know when it's locked or not. But back to what I was saying, so I can close Jody out, or I could even come in here and take a shower or use the facilities and have my own space here. So there's a lot of different ways to exercise the privacy in this coach. And it's really nice because you can have two people getting ready at the same time in one bathroom, and everyone still gets to have their privacy. I really like this shower a lot. It just has a simple latch mechanism right here. And of course, conveniently, it has a seat, and then it has the movable washer. You also have your fan system in here, and this client has actually added their own soap and shampoo dispenser. So that's kind of cool. That's something that did not come on the RV. They went ahead and installed it. It's done by Superhuman. It's actually a pretty good aftermarket company. And then we're going to go here to your toilet paper supply. No additional charge today, you guys. That's right. All this TP can be yours, all at the guaranteed price of $279,980. What a deal. All right. And for the record, this coach originally had an MSRP of $305,000. So nice towel rack. And I love our toilets. Nice, solid porcelain potty. What's important? You have space. It's comfortable, roomy. You're not feeling like you're in a little tiny area. So really like that aspect. We're squeezing a lot of stuff into this area. This is the most narrow that the coach gets. And what's cool about it is you have your washer and dryer. It's stacked right near the front of the coach or right near the back. It's a Splendide. I use this as hamper storage as well. It's pretty handy. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff stuck in here, and it's amazing how much room you have. So I mean, we keep all of our bug spray, all of our suntan lotion, toothbrushes, soaps, all these things, first aid kits, all in this huge medicine cabinet, so a ton of space there. This is where we keep our towels. So just speaking from experience. And you'll notice right below there's a vent. So that vent is coming over the hydronic heating duct. So what that is we have an AquaHot system in here. This is an AquaHot 250D. And what it does is it runs a glycol mix throughout the line around the coach, and then the air pushes over that mix while it's hot, and it gives you warm air. So very, very cool heating system in this RV. This is one of the first years that Renegade gave you that fully electric, no propane option. You've got an 8 kilowatt Onan generator, and then you have a hydronic heating system with endless hot water. That's a lot of hot water. Ooh, before we do that, let's show them why. Why is that a lot of hot water, Jody? Well, hi everybody. That is a lot of hot water because underneath here are your two 75-gallon water tanks. Yeah, so in other words, you have 150 gallons of hot water available to you. That's a lot of hot water. Now, normally in our videos, I pull these slides in from back here, but I can do everything from my phone today. So you don't even need to hang out, Jody. You can back up and we'll get ourselves into that galley. All right, so very cool. Once again, lots of privacy. Gotta love that. Now we're in the kitchen. Wow, look at this huge amount of space. I mean, this is really, really, really big. You've got this residential refrigerator. I love the residential refrigerator. Why? Because I like to move this little box. I love to move the little box. It's so handy depending on what I have in there. Or if I want to separate things while I'm driving so they don't flop over. Love that. Also, lots of storage, which is adjustable. You can change the height of these. They can go into different places. Oh, maybe. Let's see if I can go back. So you can make it different heights according to whatever you have. You'll notice right here I just made this Prosecco height. Very important on camping trips to have your bottle of Prosecco. Brings us to our big freezer. You'll notice that we are currently winterized, but nice big storage compartment there. And also our next ding. This is the second ding that I mentioned. Got a little refrigerator ding. No, I'm not replacing the refrigerator. So cabinet, we want to spend a little extra money, maybe. The refrigerator, so just want to make sure we're upfront about that. It is making no impact in the sealant of that freezer area. Oh, don't forget, this thing is so awesome. I keep baking sheets up here, or like those little trays that you use at party trays that you can bring all your food out on for outside. I keep all sorts of stuff up here. This is a great cabinet, super deep, really big. Someone once mentioned to me they like to see that we have this fluffy, cushiony ceiling and this nice wallpaper, so there's that. And then in here, this is where I keep my French press. Usually I keep most of my solid goods down here, my canned goods, because I love these little pull-out shelves. And I did go to Costco and buy a bunch of XO containers, and they fit perfectly in here. So you could keep your cereal, you could keep some chips, you can keep everything really nice and tight and really fill the space up. Another one down here. So really, really nice, soft closed drawers, functional pantry, lots and lots and lots of room if you want to keep your coffee maker up here, or toaster, or anything like that. Very cool. And then that brings us next into my favorite part, the True Induction cooktop. If you have not used True Induction, and I mentioned that I use a French press, that's because you can put a paper towel down on this bad boy. I use All-Clad, which is a copper core, which is it's magnetic at the bottom, which means you'll know that it works with induction. But you can put a paper towel down and put your pan on top of here, your pot on top of here, and boil your water, and it is so fast. It's incredible. But the funny thing is that paper towel doesn't catch on fire, which means also that your 12-year-old, who might be a little clumsy, doesn't catch her hair on fire when she's cooking you dinner in the morning, breakfast in the morning when you get up while you're camping. So I love True Induction for the safety features. I love it for its functionality. I love it for its efficiency. It's a very efficient way to cook. It's much more efficient than gas, and it's more efficient than electricity. So this is the most efficient way you can get power, which means when you're boondocking, you're using less of your fuel, which means you're staying out longer, which means you're having more fun with your family, which means you're camping more, which means you're awesome. So above this, it's a great place to either microwave a burrito or make yourself some cookies. This is a microwave and convection oven. And then up here is where I keep all my pots and pans. It's a lot of room. So I don't know if you can get in there, Jody, but that is a really big cavernous space. It's kind of a luxury in an RV to have a deep space where you keep a big pot that you can make. We love to make pasta, macaroni and cheese, noodles while we're out camping. We like boiling things that we have in those little Civet bags. So just a great way, you can freeze those, bring them with you, really cook efficiently. Your fuses are really easily accessible. Everything's right here in this cabinet. So Renegade is a little different than most manufacturers. I would tell you that they're very rudimentary, but they're also just simple. Like, hey, let's just label everything, make it straightforward, no questions asked. This is, of course, my silverware drawer. This is, of course, my saran wrap pot and my, what do you call it? Ziploc bags, exactly. Saran wrap, Ziploc bags, aluminum foil, and then also any kind of towels I might need. And then this one down here is where I keep my bottle openers, my measuring cups, my spatulas, all that stuff. So really good space. Been out for this coach on the road for about 3 weeks consecutively and had it very easy, fun camping experiences. We do a lot of 2 or 3 day trips where we go paddle boarding, and we'll just bring this with us to a local park, pull up, come out, go paddle boarding, come back, have lunch, go sit by the beach. It's just a really, really liberating thing to have an RV that's so little and functional both at the same time, because this is really easy to get up and out. This is a great place to keep your plates and all of your cups, beverages, things like you might want to keep up there. I do wash my dishes. I don't bring a lot of paper with me, so I do appreciate the easy access points here. This is where I keep my coffee cups because those are really important. Gotta know where your coffee cups are. The sink is super cool. It's a residential faucet. It's got a spray and pour. And then as usual throughout the rest of this cabin, we have our ventilation, which is nice. We have our sink covers, so you have a lot of counter space here. Easy to operate, easy to use. I love these polished surfaces. This cappuccino is really light. I have the dark on my coach, so it's a little bit like the dark gray. This is actually really pretty, I've got to tell you. I didn't pick. I just saw the Verona 36 VSB and I bought it. And I love what I got, but this is a really, really nice rendition of the same RV. Okay, now let's have some fun. We're first going to talk about this bed. I'll wait for Jody to back up. All right, so this can slide down, and then these cushions come out, and this can be a bed. But what's important about this is you can't have seatbelts on this side of the RV because you're facing backwards, but you can have two seatbelts in this other seat, so the kids can sit here, they can watch a movie from this seat, they can be in seatbelts, so they've got lots of room. And then above them, in our case, we use this during our road trips because we did a lot of distance learning with Zoom classes on the road while driving. So we had computer storage. Up here we had all of our books and notepads. We had our pens and pencils. This was like a virtual office space for my 12-year-old daughter who got to go on a 3-week camping trip with us because we were mobile, which was so fun. I know COVID's been a really terrible thing, but you always try to make lemonade out of lemons. And we've had a lot of really amazing family time. The other thing that is really handy here and that you'll find comes in useful is all of this drawer space underneath. So tons and tons of drawer space if you want to keep your bedding underneath there. If you're with a lot of people, that's a really good spot to do it. And then there's just these little snaps. You unsnap them and then pull them out. So lots and lots of room. And I love the finish in here. It's really pretty. This interior is absolutely dreamy in terms of its light color, and then it's really like not going to get dirty. I mean, what a great kind of same as dirt color it is. Okay, so let's talk about this next part. This is crucial. It's funny. Kids are weird. They like to be comfortable. They're actually little humans. I find that so odd. Yeah, they give you a lot of feedback, but the truth is my children love this bed. This is a full-size queen. It's really easy to take in and out, which is nice because I make my daughter clean her bed up every morning, so you want it to be easy. There's this little strap. Just pull it down, slide it out. Whoa, look at all of those snakes behind the couch. Just kidding, they're seatbelts. No snakes, Jody. Don't scream like a girl. Everything's fine. All right, so I do this a lot because no one can tell how big a bed is without a human on it. I'm a human. I'm not a huge human, but I'm a human, and I'm really comfortable. Like, I have a lot of room. This holds a full size sheet set, so full queen is perfect. Really comfortable, probably for 3 kids, 2 adults for sure. It's a nice bed. It's really soft, and when I say it's really comfortable, I'm not kidding. Like, it is. It's really comfortable. If you come out here and you try it out and you don't think it's comfortable, you can go tell my boss I lied to you. But I really think, in all honesty, it's a very, very comfortable bed. All right, so you just drop this little bad boy down. Make sure you keep your little release lever out, and then just drop this back in. Super simple. Put it back away every morning. Easy to do. After 3 weeks of it, I mean, we were like ninjas. We could do it so fast. But what's nice about this is, as I'm doing this, there's like no Cheerios falling out, no goldfish, no French fries. It doesn't smell weird. This is a really nice, super clean coach. These cabinets, just so you know, hold board games sideways. So you could put like your Monopoly set or your chessboard or your backgammon boards in here and still have a ton of room for all those little things that you want, like batteries and radios and speakers and all the things kids need when they're on the road. All fit in there really good. Once again, easy cross ventilation. You'll notice I can lift up the screen as well as just the window, so I can get something in when I hand it to me, no problem. There's both of them down. And again, you've got these shades, so you don't have to worry about getting hot, and you don't have to worry about the kids waking up too early. You can sleep in. And outlets are great. This is a great placement for it, because you're going to have a lot of times where you have all the kids charging their stuff, watching their videos while you're driving down the road for 8 hours, and it's cool. At this sound bar, we use this a lot. We use this more probably than anything else in the RV. It's super cool. Like little blue lights pop up to tell you that it's sunk to your phone, and then you can play whatever you want. Little Zeppelin, get you up in the morning, get you going, and it's just super cool. Everyone can kind of have their own turn using their phone for the trip. I love. Okay, there's so much I like. I'm sorry, I'm getting really excited about this. It's just because I have this RV. More outlets up top. Keep my maps up there. I also keep my cowboy hat, which is, yes, rhinestone. I'm sorry, true story. And my baseball cap that says Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick. That's where you are today. Here, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can keep up here. A lot of times I keep my wallet, my phone up here. You'll notice that we do have our leveling system, so you do have a hydraulic leveling system on this RV. The one thing I'll tell you that made me kind of sad is they didn't install a walkie-talkie, but that's okay. You can do that later. Breaker, Space Kitten coming in at you. All right, more Bluetooth. Here's your wine guard stuff. Everything is super easy to access. More plugs, more outlets. More extra, you got an extra plug there, you got an extra plug here. Renegade is just cool, man. And I mean, all this stuff, like, it's so solid. I love that. Okay, so we turn these chairs around all the time when we get parked, and then we close our curtains up. So we bring these all the way around the front, and we do stay up probably too late playing cards and drinking wine. Sorry. The seats are heated, by the way. I love that. Heated seats. And then these are air ride, which means I feel no bumps. And I just kind of chill with my feet up on the dash. It's super comfortable. I do have to admit, if you don't have a trucker hat, I won't sell you this RV unless, well, I'll give you one, but you have to promise you'll wear it every once in a while, because this is a semi-truck. Okay, Garmin. This Garmin system, in all honesty, it's not the greatest, but what it does tell you is that you're not going to run into a train bridge. You're not going to go onto something where your RV is going to be too heavy. So I use this. This is a portable Garmin device. I use this in tandem with Google Maps a lot, and I leave it running because honestly, I want to know that I'm not going to clip something with my RV and make YouTube. That would be so embarrassing. Tire pressure monitoring systems right here. Nice little place to plug into your dash and run your music. You can do it right there with your JBL system. You also have a power outlet to charge your phone twice. That looks like a cigarette lighter. There's not one in here. No one smoked in here. So just, no one smoked in here. Okay, engine brake. Holy mackerel. One thing I'll tell you, if you are going, if you have to use your brakes going downhill, use your engine brake. If your engine brake's not keeping you slow enough, you're going too fast. Slow down. This thing is awesome. It's going to save you so much money. Use your engine brake. I love the engine brakes. They've got a high and low setting. As you see, it says trailer backup camera and truck, so there is a backup camera in this unit. You've got your windows, power windows, lock and unlock, super easy. All of your heat, the cabin has plenty of cool air. It has plenty of warm air. It's comfortable. You've got your Allison transmission. You've got your fog lamps. And then over here, you'll notice that we do have the optional brake control on here. That is a feature that is not standard. This also has an optional hose reel, which is not standard. Just a few little things that are kind of nitpicky but nice to have. But I really, really, really love driving this coach. It's got cruise control, which is awesome. I don't know, very simple. Oh, should we do it, Jody? We do this in every video. People probably think we're crazy. Well, I probably am crazy. Ready? All right, that's like the coolest part about the whole entire thing. Like I said, get a trucker hat. Put your CB up here. They have a remote up here. This is probably for the camera system. One of the things that's nice about that, we leave our rear view camera in rear view shot all the time, so we know if we pass somebody. You do have those little bullet cameras, so if you put your left signal on, it'll show you the left hand side of the coach. If you put your right signal on, it'll show you what's to the right of your coach. But just driving down the road, sometimes it's just nice to know who's around you and if you've passed somebody before you decide to turn. So we do leave that display on all the time while we're driving. Ashtray for your coins, I guess, I don't know. It's a semi, what do you expect? Oh, by the way, if you want a vanity mirror, you don't have one, but you can get a really big vanity mirror, or like one of those little pocket things for all your business cards, I don't know. And then you'll notice up here is your Freightliner information. It tells you the VIN number, vehicle specs, so any questions you have are right there on your dash. But yeah, no vanity mirror. It's like, what? How am I gonna do my lip gloss? All right, so let's see. I think we've covered pretty much most of the inside, except for this one part. So in 2021, this is a hide-a-bunk, and it has a panoramic roof up here. Now for me, I'm really happy I have a 2020 because I don't want a hide-a-bunk. I don't want anyone above me. The pano roof would be fine, except for it's half covered by the hide-a-bunk. If you want to see that though, tune into transwest.com. I have a ton of videos. I have a 2021, it's a 40 VBH, it's a bunk model, but it is the Verona. You can take a look and see how that bunk would look. I would be happy to get you either one. We can order a 2021 without the bunk overhead cab, but almost all of the orders that we have coming in are with that option. It's an option. You pay for it. If you don't want it, give me a call. We'll get one for you that doesn't have the extra money or the extra bunk. Totally easy to do. I know I didn't cover this. You pull this little cord down, this pivots out so that the kids that are sitting at the booth can all watch the same movie. No one has to argue about Susie's hogging the TV or whatever. Nice handles. Everything is so solid. I love this thing. Okay, so your step override battery disconnect, super simple to get to. Here's of course your fire extinguisher. Handles coming out as well. And as you can see, we don't have our awnings out because, well, it was too windy and our little Verona said they didn't want to have its awnings out. So let's see if we can show you some of the storage. This is a really different kind of storage than you'll have in most of your Class A's versus Super C's. So Super C's don't have that big pass-through underneath like the Class A's do, but they have these really nice compartments. So this, for instance, is our fire pit compartment. We keep our outdoor fire pit and our propane in here, and it keeps everything in one little space. It's where we keep all of our stuff fire related, so we like that. It has this really huge compartment. This is where we keep all of our paddle boards. We have a lot of paddle boards. We love paddle boarding in our family. So plenty of room there. And confirm slides. Okay, awnings, extend. So as you can see, we'll see if the wind kicks me off again. You can operate this RV through your Firefly system. So the Firefly system is simply an app. I sync up to it. I can operate everything on my coach with the Firefly system. It's really, really handy. If I'm parking and I want to see whether or not I'm going to put my slide out into a tree, I can do that from outside of my RV really easily. So I love that. Yeah, it's a little windy. I'm going to go ahead and put the awning back in. So I just push the retract button and it'll come in. There is an LED light here underneath. That's in a different part of the app, but I could turn that on for you. Okay, don't laugh. Jody, will you pull that down for me? I'm vertically challenged. All those people I told I wasn't that short in the video are gonna think I was lying to them. Okay, so I'm gonna close everything up so you can see how beautiful this coastline exterior is. But once again, big feature for us. Not only do you have your DVD player out here and a place to watch TV, you saw I could actually extend that that cover up so everyone can watch the movie. But I love having your sound bar out here. We listen to this all the time. It comes with a remote. So if you want to come out here, pop a CD in here, you want to come out here, you know, tune into the local news. You can listen to AM radio, listen to the football game, baseball game, or you could just put on some good old-fashioned Jimi Hendrix. I already plugged Zeppelin today, so I got to do a few of them. All right, so close that up, lock it up, on to the next cab. So more storage. I know we just did one of these, but this is the same size once again. Pretty impressive, I think. And then we're going to do the rear slide retract. So once again, I'm doing this from my phone, and I know I mentioned it inside that I didn't need to actually, did you see that, by the way, Jody? Did you see me kick that door shut? Those slam shuts are easy to work. But no, this is really nice, because I'm putting this out and I'm pulling up and it's dark and I want to go outside and see whether or not I'm going to hit something. I can do it from outside of my RV. Okay, that's 3 of these. Look at how huge these bays are. 3 of them. So lawn chairs, all those things fit right inside there. Barbecues. They have the hitch back here. So this is a 20,000 pound towing capacity. Just so you know, this is going to be a 350 horsepower engine. It's a Cummins. It's got the Allison transmission, and it has got 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. Super, super awesome. The 20,000 pound towing capacity makes this great for people who have, I don't know, ATVs, snowmobiles, jet skis, boats, whatever you like. It all feeds in here. Again, that we did opt for that extra brake controller out here, which is super nice. And this is a looker. Up at top, right above the Verona insignia, you do see our rear view camera. That's why you've got such a great view. Oh, and my generator's on. Let's go to my power. Let's go to my generator and check this out. Ready? Generator stop. I just turned the generator off. For the record, I can also use my phone to turn the generator on, and then I can tell my daughter to make me a burrito while we're on the road, because I can use my microwave. Too much coffee. All right, power hose reel. True story. The cool thing is it's got these little covers. They just twist on and off. So you can put your power hose reel out, and then you got a little button up here. There's nothing better than a power hose reel when it's really cold and mucky out. I did my video today because tomorrow's going to be gross, so I don't know who's doing tomorrow's video, but I'm sorry. There's our 8,000 kilowatt Onan power generator, which I just turned off with my phone from the outside of the RV. Yeah, this is a super sexy RV. Here you'll see, oh look, they have the cover off. There you go. So there's the hole, and right below that is the blue whole house water filter. You'll notice that is not installed currently. That is because, once again, this RV is winterized. But you do have outside shower, and you also have an outside air jack, which is pretty nice. So if you need to pump up your tires, you can. Let's go back to slides here. Confirm, slides, front slide, retract. So I really do love this aspect of the app. Kind of fun to see how everything is in motion. And what we're going to do today is, before we get finished, we're going to go back inside and see what this coach looks like when you're driving down the road all closed up. So if you're wondering why I'm pulling these in, I'd like you to see how this RV looks from the outside. There's going to be a ton of people that stop you and ask you where you got it. Feel free to give them my phone number. I love selling Renegades. I have sold so many of these. I've got one going to Texas this month. I've got 2 that went to California this month. I've got another one going to New York. So I don't care where you live. I'll get an RV out to you. It's super simple. We've got drivers if you want it delivered. If you want to come out here to the beautiful state of Colorado and pick it up, I strongly encourage you to know that's one of our best-selling features. We're so centrifugally located. So here you have, this is where your black water hose would go. And as you can see, this bay is really easy to clean out. You could use that water that we just had in our bay one over to the right to clean that out if you needed to after you got back or before you get back on the road. And it's also a nice place to store fishing poles because it's really long. So another cool storage space. Here's your aqua-hot compartment. Once again, this is a hydronically heated vehicle. This aqua-hot 250D is really, really awesome. It's going to give you hydronic heating and endless hot water. If you're plugged up to a sewer and a hot water connection, you could literally just like, I don't know, you could just take a shower for a whole day if you wanted to. Sounds like a good idea to me. Nice, easy access to your batteries. Right? Now we all know what that means. Easy access means low maintenance costs. We like that. 6-gallon def on each side. You can fill it, and then here's you got your fuel filling stations on each side. You've got 100-gallon capacity on your fuel, so lots and lots of room. One thing to be noteworthy of, you've got to have enough fuel to run your hydronic heating system. So before you go camping, whenever you get to where you're going to stop, get filled up with fuel before you go park. That way you have a full tank, because if you get down past that halfway mark and your diesel, your aqua hot system won't run, you'll be cold. I know from experience. I've only done it once. It was in Shipshewana. I was actually up visiting Renegade, so it was really cool. They sent someone right out to help me out. But anyway, true story. Here's one of those bullet lights that you have, and then I'm going to pop the hood on this bad boy. And I'll tell you, this is actually one of the reasons you buy a semi. Look at the access to this. Super, super simple, easy to work on. This Freightliner is 100% in front of the coach, really, really open. If you have any issues, you can call the roadside assistance. They can get to whatever they need to see. Jody's going to come around and show you this other side where you have access to your windshield washer fluid, so you can make sure you're safe when you're on the road. And the most important thing is, you know, for people who are out there wondering how these are to drive, I like to, oh, hey, Jody, show them that one. Right there next to our snowplow is my Verona. That's my 2020. Yeah, that's really my RV. I drive it to work sometimes. We've been sold out of the 36 VSB for such a long time. I actually keep that one here in case we need to show it to somebody to sell it. Oh, did you want to see the windshield washer fluid? Sorry about that. I'm just trying to show everybody how easy it is to pop this hood. All right, let's close her up. Okay, so now we've got her all sucked in. She's, I guess I'll fasten it. This is so easy to do. So we're just gonna run back inside. If you want to take a look at the stock number again, Jody, while we're out here, this is 5U201521. Again, 5U201521. At this point in time, she may not even be online, so you'll have to know that number when you call in and ask me to give you a little more information on the RV. Another thing that we didn't mention yet, you have 3 ways to get into your RV. So differences between a Super C and a Class A. A Super C eats the road. It's a front engine pulling you up. It is just chomping on it. It's so easy to drive and steer. But the other thing is you've got this really nice access where you can get into the front and rear of the coach very easily through 3 different ports. So if you want to stop and get fuel, everyone else can stay asleep in their chairs and you don't have to do anything. You can just hop out, fuel up, and get back on the road. So Jody, one last time, come on in. I want to show everybody how much room you have in this RV. As you saw, it is completely closed up. This is amazing. There's so much living space here. So kids can be sitting here doing their homework, watching a movie, having lunch. They have access to all of the cubbies. You can have them do dishes while you're driving. Nothing better than a little child labor. That's what we have them for. No, all joking aside, really nice living accommodations for a family on the road. It's comfortable, man. This is like having an apartment that you're driving down the street. It's super, super cool. So we'll pop out and let you guys take one last look around on the outside. Again, my name is Katie O'Neill. I'm at 303-562-8659. I don't just know this much about Renegades. I know just as much about Newmars. I know just as much about Winnebagos. Call me if you've got questions, you want to compare them. I'd love to make you a side-by-side video myself. I can do it with my phone. I won't have Jody's assistance, which is invaluable, but I can still answer a lot of questions for you, and I'd love to be of assistance. Thanks so much for tuning in today, taking a look at my Verona. Again, my name's Katie O'Neill. I'm here at Transwest in Frederick, and I would love to be of assistance to you in the future. Signing out. Take care, guys.